Alright, so welcome back to F1 Manager 2024. Now, just like last episode, there's nothing to really go over. Our brand new rear wing, which is going to help us score points, hopefully, is 5 days out from being completed, and then, of course, we have to wait for it to manufacture. There is a chance that we won't get this new rear wing until after the summer break, so by that time, it might actually not be that helpful. Today, though, round number 13 at the Hungaroring. I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest. Our medium speed is shocking, and that's what you need at this track. So, looking at the race targets, I'm going to play a bit more safer today, and I'm going to say P20 for both drivers. And now, into qualifying. Okay then, welcome to qualifying. I want to quickly just say before we start, if you could please like the video, because it helps. It does, and also subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1.4k by the end of the year. Now, I feel like I have absolutely banged the setups today, so if my drivers don't perform well, it ain't because of their setup, it's because they genuinely stink. Now, I'm going to be perfectly straightforward and honest. We're probably not going to get into Q2 today, and if we do, there is a 0% chance we get into Q3, so what I'm going to do today is 3 runs for each driver rather than 2. I don't even know if I have the time for that, but I reckon we send our drivers out. So here we go. We might as well watch the cutscene. The number 98, Théo Pourchaire, had a very stinky qualifying last time out at Silverstone, but what a race performance by Théo Pourchaire. It was genuinely brilliant. He went from P20 to P13 throughout the race. The strategy was pretty good, but even so, some great overtakes. Let's hope that continues today. Now, I'm not going to sit here and actually watch his hot lap through, because I don't really feel like it. We might as well just wait until he's about to cross the line, which is now. And okay, so both my drivers finished their first runs. Yeah, when I said we weren't getting into Q2, this is what I meant. We are half a second off Logan Sargent. Théo Pourchaire, 8/10 off Logan Sargent. Now, we'll wait for everyone else to complete their first runs, of course. Now, I need to actually pause this and get my drivers ready, because it's time for their second runs. But the pace is shocking. Realistically, it's really bad. Alright, run number 2 is commencing for both drivers. We're going to get out the sector times for this. Sector 1 is at the end of that straight. Théo's going down. It's going to be yellow through Sector 1 for Théo Pourchaire. Not really what you want to see. Through Sector 2, it's green, so he does find improvement. Giovinazzi, double yellow, not ideal. Théo crosses the line, improves his position, but he is still behind Giovinazzi, who isn't improving. Crosses the line and stays P13. You got to keep in mind as well that there is how many? There are 5 drivers that still haven't completed a lap time yet, and well, they're all probably, I'd say at least 2 or 3 of them, of course Sainz being one of them, are going to go ahead of us. Oh, hang on, what just happened? We have a red flag. Carlos Sainz making his way. Round turn 4. Hey! What an absolute knobhead. Ah, my back. Crazy statement. Carlos Sainz spins and crashes out of the session. And we have a red flag, which doesn't really change a whole lot, to be fair. It's still going to be cloudy. There's still no rain. And we're still in the session, so great. Now we can actually change our run plan without having to worry about time. So Théo Pourchaire onto the brand new softs. Same thing with Giovinazzi, brand new softs. Lovely. So the red flag is now gone, and we can wait until the very end of the session before we send out our drivers. I reckon I can wait until about 3 minutes for Théo. Actually, I might send Gio out first for a change. Let's do that. Why not? So let's get the timer down to about 3 minutes, and then we'll send Giovinazzi out now, and then we'll wait until about there, and we'll send Théo Pourchaire out. I just think Théo, get him out later. Switch it round. Why not? Will it impact anything? I have no idea. And here goes Giovinazzi on his final flying run of qualifying. The sector times are up. Théo Pourchaire has traffic, so he's in the mud, really. Giovinazzi going yellow through Sector 1. Théo Pourchaire actually manages to improve despite the traffic that he has with Magnussen. I definitely sent him out at the wrong time. Giovinazzi crosses the line, and Giovinazzi stays P15. Théo Pourchaire, let's get on board with him as he completes his lap. Is yellow, but there's a chance he gets through. Magnussen crossing the line. Where does he go? We've got a driver. Wait, no, hang on. Wait, I just realised. We've got both drivers into Q2. Oh, congratulations, boys. Well done. That's brilliant, really. What a result. I was not expecting that whatsoever. I thought our car was going to be awful, given our crap medium and low speed. Well, everything's crap, really, but mostly our medium speed. And there we are. We get both drivers through. Of course, it helps that Carlos Sainz crashed, but it doesn't matter. Both drivers through by a decent margin, over a 10th. Lovely stuff. Well done, you two. Now, into Q2, we only have one set of new tyres left. I think we're just going to do 2 runs. We'll do 1 run on the used, and then 1 at the end on the new. So what's got the least wear? They're all 88%, so let's just do that, and then we'll do 1 run plan, or 1 lap. There we go. All right, first laps are coming in from both drivers. Théo Pourchaire ahead of Bottas and Albon. I reckon that's a decent result. Giovinazzi crossing the line. Where's he going to go? Is he going to beat his teammate? No. He is actually half a second off his teammate. It's crazy how, performances swing. You had Théo Pourchaire, who was behind Giovinazzi in Q1. Now it's the other way round. Crazy stuff. Alright, here we go. Both drivers are out for their final runs of Q2 on the brand new tyres. Let's see what the boys have got in the locker. Currently running P15 and 16. I'm not expecting anything special, to be honest. For some reason, we do manage to get in Q2 sometimes, and then we're always way off the pace in Q2. I'm not entirely sure why, but Théo Pourchaire at the end of Sector 1 is going to be a yellow. How? Surely you can find some improvement. My goodness. What about Giovinazzi? It's also yellow. Well, I'm not being funny, boys. You're on brand new tyres. How are you failing to improve? Yellow for... How? Surely on brand new softs. This is what's crazy. Brand new soft tyres, my drivers are failing to improve on brand new tyres when their first runs were on used. It doesn't make any sense to me. And as you can see, we are just miles off it. Giovinazzi crosses the line, stays P16. And those are the finishing results. George Russell out in Q2. And that's just really annoying. I feel like the drivers should have the ability to improve on brand new softs. I feel like that should just be bog standard. But anyway, getting both cars into Q2 at this track, I think, is a fantastic result. And we go into the race, starting P15 and P16. For those interested, here is the final results of Q3. Once again, Checo Perez just being unbelievably good on the front row alongside his teammate once again. It feels like this top 3 is the same top 3 every single round. Verstappen as well. Fastest lap in all 3 qualifying sessions. What a driver. Now, for the strategy prep, all of these stink. What do you mean a 3-stop? Why would we do a 3-stop? That is totally bonkers. Now, I happen to know that in real life, Formula 1 at this year's Hungarian Grand Prix, they used this strategy. Wait, I don't have a... Oh, right, I don't have a second set of mediums. Why don't I have 2 medium sets? I have no idea, but pretty much in real life, they went from medium to hard to medium. That's what Piastri and Norris did. Now, Hamilton, who finished P3, he just went medium hard, and that was it. But as it turns out, I don't have a second set of hards or a second set of mediums, so that's why they're suggesting to use the softs. That's quite annoying. Right, so here are the strategies for today. Of course, we can't do what they did in real life. So Théo, starting off with a well-balanced stint, decent pace. Then in the middle of the race, we'll make him chill out a lot more. Just have consistent pace throughout on the hards. And then at the end, he's going to blitz it, wreck everyone, and completely ruin the timing boards. Giovinazzi, slightly different, but also quite similar. He's going to be quite preservative on his opening stint, try and defend a few positions, keep consistent and fast. Then he's going to have that, balanced pace, and then he's also going to blitz it. So hopefully at the end, both drivers should be absolutely cooking. These 2 different strategies also prevent my drivers needing to stop on the same lap, so that's also quite helpful, do you know what I mean? And, let's begin this race. Here we go then, round number 13, the Hungaroring. Let's do it! Right, now of course I am going to have to do this annoying thing where as soon as the race starts I pause it. I have to do that so I can change some things around. We want push, we want deploy, we want aggressive. We want aggressive, we want push, we want deploy. And now we release the drivers in 3, 2, 1, they're off. Let's see what they can do on this opening lap. So, Verstappen and Checo trading places off the start, and then they revert again. It's all kicking off really down into turn 1. Théo Pourchaire looking for a move on potentially Valtteri Bottas. Not going to happen. My drivers are now going wheel to wheel. Not really what you want to see, to be honest, but, you know, as long as they keep it clean, it is absolutely okay with me. And they're still fighting into turn 2. Théo Pourchaire has the inside line. And is he going to keep the place? They're still going wheel to wheel. No, Giovinazzi actually manages to hold on. That is pretty good from Giovinazzi. I'm going to ask him to not fight his teammate because Teo needs to be in front because he's got that softer tyre. He needs the pace. He needs to get ahead. And now Théo Pourchaire is ahead of his teammate. We can turn the don't fight teammate off and we can let them crack on. And we have a yellow flag somewhere. Charles Leclerc has binned it, apparently. Let's have a look. Massive lockup. And, ooh, that isn't a race-ending crash, really. I'm pretty sure you would be able to drive on. Now, what are they going to bring out? Virtual safety car? Safety car? Doesn't really matter. Nothing. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, my goodness. Our pace is shocking. It's actually really, really bad. Esteban Ocon overtakes both of our drivers. Carlos Sainz looking to make a move as well. And we are really, really slow, which I kind of predicted. But this is like dire situation. Well, hang on a minute here. No, it's not all over yet. Théo Pourchaire has overtaken Valtteri Bottas. Let's take a look. DRS enabled. And it's a very clean pass. Just down the straight. Lovely into turn 1. Move completed. Well done, Théo. Good job. This is quite funny. Because of other drivers stopping, we are currently P9 and 10. It's a shame it won't stay like that, but, you know, we can only hope that soon we score our first points. The pace is now looking okay. Daniel Ricciardo has just made a move on Giovinazzi and is catching Teo at rapid rates. I'm not too happy about that at all. We still have quite a way to go until our first stop. I might actually bring Théo Pourchaire a lap earlier. Bring him in a lap earlier, that is, on lap, what, 29, is that? No, that's not how that works at all, is it? I don't know what that is. 26 is what that is. Right, and we have a virtual safety car here. If the virtual safety car stays out for long enough, I might be able to get Teo in the pits. But I'm not entirely sure. Fernando Alonso is the reason we have this VSC. He has binned it, fighting Lando Norris. Massive spin. Oh! That's a nasty whack. That was actually quite impactful. That was scary. I hope he's all right. That must have really hurt. But hopefully the VSC stays out long enough to get Théo Pourchaire into the pits. Let's see. Yes, VSC is staying out. Lovely. So we're actually going to get to benefit off this. Now, I could also bring Giovinazzi in. But I don't know. He's still going to be out for another 6 or 7 laps. I don't know if it's worth it, you know. VSC is now ending and we are back underway. Let's get Teo on some aggressive movements so that he can go and heat those tyres up. Giovinazzi is now within the pit window. He still has, you know, a couple of laps before he stops. Théo Pourchaire's tyres are looking good, so we'll put him down onto standard. And why is he so slow and far behind everyone? Why does that happen then? Giovinazzi makes his first stop, 2.7 seconds. That's pretty good, really. And I don't really know why we're so far behind now. I mean, we stopped under the VSC, so I thought that we would be up there, really. But we're behind Hulkenberg, behind Bottas, behind Sargent. Maybe they're all one-stopping, and that's why we're so far behind. We are starting to catch Hulkenberg at a decent margin. Giovinazzi is actually now catching Théo Pourchaire on... Actually, wait, I should switch... Wait, hang on. Should I switch them round? Théo Pourchaire now on the hards, Giovinazzi on the mediums. I think I should switch these two round. Yeah, that makes sense in my head. Let's do that. Don't fight teammate. Go. So Gio he's already passed him. Never mind. Lovely. So we'll put you back on this. Actually, no, keep you on this for now. Lovely. Right, go. Right, hello, this is future Fat Crim here. I want to quickly just say that I didn't actually realise I left Giovinazzi on the wrong fuel setting until about half race distance, and then I was too embarrassed to announce my mistake. So, before you lot spam the comments or scream at your screens, if you even care enough, I noticed, right? And I'm a clot, right? Let's move on. Oh, hang on a minute here. We have another virtual safety car. I think we need to get both drivers in here. It's a little bit early for Teo, but honestly, get both drivers in. They've got a decent margin. It's about 6 seconds. That should be enough to go for a double stack. This is going to be pretty crazy. Let's see how the team gets on. Giovinazzi into the pit lane, making his stop under the VSC. Here he comes. Now, we need a decent stop time here. Please, I'm begging and crying on my knees. That is brilliant, because now Teo's making his way in, and the team are ready for him. Oh, please. Oh, that is beautiful. It was a little bit, diddy bit slower than, you know, ideal. But, you know, it was like a, what, 3-second stop? That was fantastic. Double stack by the team. And now we need to get you onto the aggressive settings so that you get those tires nice and warm. And we are back underway for the last 15 laps of this race. Let's see how the boys get on. They have soft tires. Let's see what kind of pace they've got. And now we've got a bleeding safety car, and that's why. I did put a voiceover at the start of this video saying that, you know, I completely forgot that Gio was on the, you know, the balance setting for fuel. I forgot to put him on conserve. I just haven't mentioned it because I'm too embarrassed. So, yeah. So, I might have actually just done a bit of race fixing, because that has actually brought out a red flag, meaning we are allowed to change tyres. Once again, we can put Teo. We haven't got a fresh set of softs, but it's okay. And after that calamity, race start number 2. Teo is miles back in like P20. I don't know where it went so wrong for Teo. I thought his strategy was pretty good. And we are away for the final 2 laps of this race. Go on, Teo! Do him in. He's actually making quite a lot of places up. We've got 1 lap left. Sergio Perez leads us. I don't know how that's even happened. And will he actually win the race as well? The Red Bulls are fighting. Let's get a little, you know, preview of that. Round the final corner, Checo Perez has won the Hungarian Grand Prix. Teo Pourchaire making his way around the final corner, brings it home in P14. Another decent result. It could have been a lot better. But, yeah, I kind of left my driver on the wrong setting the whole race. And, yeah, so that hasn't gone brilliantly, to be honest. Another massive disaster by the team boss, the strategist, Fat Crim. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Giovinazzi wants his contract terminated after that one. That is just pure embarrassment, to be honest. That's actually funny, because Giovinazzi, he DNF'd, but he DNF'd after Sainz and Alonso. He actually still gets the race target bonus, which is just quite funny. Mid-season board review. The board have assessed your performance as a team principal and have compiled the below report. Season objective, below target. Well, you can't expect me to be 9th in my first season. Like, I know I've made some mistakes, but I've not really come close to points yet. Long-term objective. I don't know what any of that means, but we're stinking it, apparently, that's what's going on. Brilliant. Right, well, good news is our design is now complete, so we can start manufacturing that as soon as possible. Both drivers have failed car parts, so let's get those nice and fixed up. There we go. Now, how long is it going to take to manufacture these things? I assume it's going to be quite a long time, no? Let's see. So if I just make the 2, I can get it done in 6 days. And that is enough, I think. We can probably, yeah. So if I do this... What happens if I do this? So if I do emergency, oh right, so it costs a lot more. So if I do rushed, I get it in 4 days, which means I should have it for the Belgian Grand Prix. And I don't mind spending an extra 200k for that. I think that's worth it. Let's do it. 800k. Get our new rear wings in. So hopefully, it should be, what? Design complete. Oh, you're joking. Okay, so we get one. We get one car part. Unfortunately, there's only 2 days until the Grand Prix, so that's annoying, but we'll have one new rear wing for Spa, but that's going to be all from me today. What an absolute calamity and disaster of an episode. That just went completely wrong, even though it started out so well. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon for Spa. See you then. Goodbye.